Now we get audio. Woo! Test. Okay, this doesn't have to be guitar, but it could be. Okay, this doesn't have to be guitar, but we still get audio. Yeah. Hello. Hello. And welcome to the beautiful stream. Let me see. I was having lots of audio issues. If you heard me mumbling, jumbling. I mean, I've used this setup. I've moved to a new place, but just, man, I spent like an hour trying to get the audio to work. And so I'm just making sure. How do I get to my effing stream? Okay, cool. Hell yeah, it works. Okay, good. Okay. Now this music. That's just that better be public. It says it's public domain, that better be public domain. That's all I can say right now. I realize I have no way of I have no way of turning that music down right now with my voice. Anyway, okay, I don't need to eat that mic. Let's get the levels up so I can just talk. Let's see. I don't want to have to talk too loud though. Okay, so that should be good. You're probably getting some room noise. But I have a better setup here now. We got the mic at the desk. We're in this today. Hey, which stream do you like better? This one? This one? Anyway, we've got the synth desk. So that see, this camera I tested. This camera was set up, but now the camera doesn't work. You see? Hold on, give me a sec. Okay, I'm a little bit pissed off. Okay, properties, because this is not entertaining for every stream I go into. I'm like, okay, this stream, I'm not going to talk about the tech issues. Well, let's give you guys something good, nice to look at while I try to figure this camera out. Okay. We, why is Logic? No! I don't want to use a webcam for my Logic audio. Okay, but I guess it's asking me. Yes, you're chatting. Heck yes. Okay. The synth. I spent hours setting this up today, and then I stream, and it looks like what did he? What did he not even test it out? Okay, Logitech. Let's go into properties. Let's say okay. Give me the webcam. Let's change it off the webcam. Let's change it back to the webcam. Okay, now it works. So we got this cool visual right here. Let's boot up the synths, my boy. I'm clipping the audio. The audio is maybe too loud. Hold on. Okay, now we're prepared for a synth jam. More importantly, though, I don't like. I feel like. Okay, whatever. Before I could hear myself, now I can't. So I don't know how loud my level is, and I don't understand why. Because before, confused. Yeah. The beautiful stream, and we have some different shots here. I got to figure out in the future why I can't hear. Can I hear that music still? Okay, here's another song. I feel like I've heard this before. Too common. How about some string music here? Okay. Thank you. Level's okay. Okay. This is why I need a crew. The crew deep into the blue. Welcome, come right in. That clashes with the music that's playing. Okay, so first on the list, I was going to prepare more entertaining things for the stream, but then I got locked into the audio test. But okay, so first, we have an opening synth jam. On the docket for today, we've got a synth jam, we've got explanation of the astrology. What exactly is Saturn into Pisces, and what does it mean? We have a short poetry reading, and then we have a remembrance of Lizard Bro, a tribute and story of my lizard friends, current and past. And then we'll have an outro jam. Okay, so what else we got? Oh yeah, we got this view over here. This mixes it up, right? We got the very blues. We got the blues. We got a little bit of this, and then we got. Okay, so let's turn that off. Now let's see if we got these synths coming through. Kind of. Let me turn it up a little bit. Why is my level so low? Hold on. One sec. My output volume is like really low. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that's so much. Okay, cool. Now if I switch it, okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't hear myself at all. I couldn't hear the volume of how loud I was, and so. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now. Let's turn the East Beast up a little bit. Let's turn the Micro Freak up a little bit. Okay. Okay, now we got our sounds. Now, dude, I'm amazed that you're watching this. This is kind of just like, let's test it out. Let's see how the stream setup works here. But let's do a little bit of levels. Okay, it's wedding music. Nice drawing of Saturn. Thank you. Okay, so first things first. Let's come over here. I'm going to move this mic around. Okay, so we got better mic setup than before. That's an improvement. Hold on, my headphones are tangled. Okay, now let's do this thing like a chicken wing on silly string. Chicken wang. Let's go to the synth desk. We could do webcam too as well. Let's do the synth desk. Okay. So, with this, let's start. Whoa. Oh my God. It's just, guys, I guess it's just one of those days. The device came unplugged uncontrollably. Oh my lord. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to, let's see. First here, let's get a sequence going. Let's switch the angle back so you can see what I'm doing here. Unintentional comedy. Good, I hope it is comedy. Yeah, it's 2 hours. Dude, I was setting up stuff since earlier. Then I was setting up stuff from this is my defensive mode. Then I was setting up stuff from 8, and I thought, okay, 2 hours will be enough. But I spent the last hour on the audio. I'm glad I got some work. It almost. Okay. So let's get we're gonna get a drum sound here. Or let's just use this one. Okay, so now we're gonna go to sequencer. Okay. And now we're gonna record our sequence. What do I want to do? Let's see. That's too low. Hold on. Okay, so why does it go lower when I do that? Okay, so now record. So now I should this is. It's already a sequence. Okay, this is just okay. I'm just gonna make a whole new sound. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Let's get it low. Similar enough. Let's get have a little bit of buzz in there. Okay, so now I want to go what key should I make this? C, D, E. Let's make it E. And I'll make the sequence of this. Okay, so. Oh, it's not recording the sequence. Hold on. Okay, record. Okay, so now if I play it back, that's very fast. Let's make it slower. Okay, I like that BPM. Oh, I should look at the chat. The comedy of error is hysterical. Okay, cool. There's lights flashing, based upon, there's electrical energy through the air. It's so dark I can't see the controls on here. Okay, so first I'm going to stop this so I don't annoy you too much. let's do this now. What if I start this? Let's slow it down a little bit even. I shall have join me in this little poetry that I wrote a month ago on a sticky note. And I brought it with me. And I'm like, okay, let's read it. Okay. Things are happening on the cosmic plane. Fragmentation to recombination anew. I knew there was something too. Trust in what you know to be true. I do. Okay, that was an improv little jam there. Now, I don't know if that's interesting, but there's something about me. I'm like, what can I come up with on the fly? Now, give me a little more. If I give myself a little more time to prep, I could come up with some cool sounds ahead of time. Kind of know what I'm going in with. But this was pure spontaneity. Okay. Hypnotic. When you start getting those sequences, Paul McCartney has a song from his McCartney 2 album called Temporary Secretary, where he must have discovered sequencers. And it just goes, it just repeats that the whole song. Temporary secretary. Okay, so what does it mean to be in Saturn and Pisces? What does it mean? What does it all mean, Basil? What does it all mean? Thank you. You say Sun Ra-ish poetry. It was kind of inspired by Sun Ra. Anyway, he talks about he talks about the cosmos. I like saying the cosmic plane recently. And then, yeah. Anyway, okay. So, next up, let's actually, if you want to talk about actually what Saturn in Pisces is, well, Saturn is always going through some type of planet, right? Supposedly Saturn is a very important planet astrologically. It deals with themes of, people always say it deals with themes of restriction and contraction and limits, but it's also about building new foundations. It's basically stripping away what will last, what is a solid foundation. And so going through Pisces is all about the dreamscape. Pisces is about fluidity. It's about hear my mouth noise. It's about disillusion of boundaries. It's about creativity. And so Saturn was in Pisces since March 2023. And it went into Aries from about end of May to just today. It went into Aries, and it's going to go back into Aries in February. I could be an astrologer at this point. It's going to go back in February, and it's going to stay till 2028. So Saturn in Aries is a big deal, and it's at the first degree of the zodiac, which doesn't always happen. So that's a big deal too. It's like restarting the zodiac. So dude, people are actually watching this. So the fact that we're dipping back into Pisces for like a little bit right here. So it's like finishing whatever themes may have been going on since March 2023. It's also the spiritual. What I find interesting is, for myself, not to talk about myself too much, but I was kind of really investigating, feeling back into some of these things in about the same time frame that this has been happening. It's about the time that I left, that I was leaving Boise, Idaho. But anyway, so this is almost like finishing out the cycle. And the crazy thing is, there's an eclipse happening next week. And I think it's involving Pisces. And that's all I'll get there. But that's the brief explanation. If you want to look more, if you want to look what it's supposed to, go to ChatGPT. If anybody in the chat, tell me what your, well, I don't know if you know your rising sign, but if you know your rising sign, I can tell you what your whole sign house is. And I can tell you the themes of Pisces, of how it supposedly will connect. Anyway, yeah, while I'm talking, I should have music in the background. Just gentle music. I was watching a lot of Blood Feast lately, and Blood Feast always has music. But the problem with music here is YouTube will copyright flag it. This is supposedly public domain. No, so yeah, so Saturn, to respond to the chat, to my dad, Saturn went into Pisces today. So it's back in Pisces now until February, but it was in Aries until today. It goes back into Aries in February. And Aries is like action, making things reality. So I almost see it as like Pisces sets up like the dream foundation, it's also like, also I think about the structure of Saturn bringing a structure to spirituality or spiritual practices or things like that. And then Aries can even be going and implementing, and Aries is very about doing first. It's action. It's like act first, questions later. Pisces is very ethereal. Okay. Now, what's next on the docket? We did the poetry reading. We did the explanation of the astrology. It was a very short poem. Yeah, exactly. As far as the fish of symbol for Christ. And, okay, I think, you know what? This music is pretty good to lead into remembrance of Lizard Bro. Okay. Lizard Bro, my man. Lizard Bro, I want to do a little bit of messing around with this. Lizard Bro was my bro. Living in Fort Myers, I encountered a few lizards that entered into the household. There's a few. Some of them die, some of them escape, some of them cause injuries. But there was one lizard bro who stayed in my place for months. And it was almost like he was saying, I swear, he definitely was afraid of me, because he would, like, if I get too close, he would freak out. But he would come, like, around the sink while I'm doing dishes and stuff. It seemed like he was trepidatious yet friendly. I think he also needed water, though. And because once I left for vacation somewhere, or not really vacation, just like visiting family or something, for like a week or so, maybe for the holidays, I came back and found Lizard Bro dried up in the middle of the floor of the kitchen. Like, he came out. And it's kind of sad, because I think he got dehydrated. And so, but the following year, Lizard Bro 2.0 came in. And he was there until I left. Now, I don't know how he's doing now, if he escaped. There's a Lizard Bro 1.5 I forgot to talk about. There was one lizard that came into my house, lived for a bit. He was in the refrigerator. I've had him in the refrigerator. Cold? You know how lizards need warmth? Cold and frozen. I was like, he could be dead. He could be alive. I took him outside. I put him in the grass. As he started to warm up, he like freaked out, rightfully so. And then he just like was in the grass. And then I like sprinkled a little water on him and he was gone later. So I figured that lizard bro survived. I was checking on him a bit, but every time I checked on him, he freaked out. Anyway, the final lizard bro, before I left. Now this lizard bro wouldn't come by the sink. This lizard bro was really loving the walls, really loving, just going all over sorts of all the walls. And so here's a little video, a short little video in remembrance of our good friend Lizard Bro. Oh yes, I forgot to turn my audio back on before, so I replayed the Lizard Bro video. I was just saying, just to mention it, I said it so perfectly before. Just the first Lizard Bro that came in, I was freaked out, and I was like, oh, he's gonna get in the fence, oh. And me and my dad tried to get him out, and it caused serious head injury to my dad. So anyway, I'm like, later on, I realized lizard bros are okay to be in there, and they're pretty chill. But I didn't realize it. I once found a dead lizard dried up in a pillowcase, and I think that freaked me out. Anyway, but those lizard bros I love. You guys getting this? Okay. You know, I just realized I was going to do another improvisational jam, but why do that when I can do, let's see. This is all bright now because I made my changes to it. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I have a little bit of delay on this guitar. I don't know if it's going to work. Like, I don't know if it's going to work for the song. I want to debut Mystic Cave 0. There's on the Mystic Cave album, forthcoming album, there are there's Mystic Cave 0, Mystic Cave 1, Mystic Cave 2, and Mystic Cave 3 is where they all come together at the end for the finale. This is Mystic Cave 1. Hold on. Let's get a view of where you can see my guitar, at least a little bit. Okay. Hold on. Let's get the vibes for Mystic Cave right too. Let's I think of Mystic Cave as green and purple because of the Sonic Zone Mystic Cave. We'll just do this right now. Not really green and purple, but okay. Trying to figure out what my purpose is, watching YouTube videos on esoteric shit, hacking from the heater cause it's clogging up my lungs. I feel like a bum, and so I'm in this mystic cave. I'm all alone like every day, and so I'm in this mystic cave. Show me the way I can escape this mystic cave. Dodging spikes falling from the sky. I'm leaping and jumping over pits. I know I'm here for something, but I don't know what. I'm throwing a tantrum and a fit, and so I'm in this mystic cave. I'm on my own, so far away, and so I'm in this mystic cave. Show me the way to navigate this mystic cave. I was kind of noodling with the guitar levels, and then I'm like, I don't know how loud I can be. There's like, anyway, somewhat late, but anyway. Jonathan's still awake, or at least he was, but there are neighbors. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how like the audio's balanced. I don't know if the vocals are too loud, guitar's too loud, or whatnot. I gotta test some of this out in the future. This was somewhat improvisational. I want to do another song real quick, actually. I want to take the delay off. I'm going to do, I want to put a little bit of, I don't know if this is entertaining for people just to hear me like noodle around playing songs and stuff. Dried mud? What does that sound like? That's supposed to be dried mud. Let me see if I put, I won't do this for too long, but I want to try, I don't have my amp. I'm going to try a distort. I'm doing this through the computer. Let me see if I can put a distortion on this. Just a slight crunchy distortion. Okay, that works good enough. This is Ether. Another one I've played before. Oh, on like Instagram. Thank you for the song compliments. Do I have another one? Let's see. I know Ether. I know Mystic Cave 1. Yeah, I'll play Ether. I don't know what is true anymore. I have never felt like this before. I am trying my best to believe. Sometimes I just wanna have fun leave. I don't know if I can make it out before they break it. Tell me I'll be stronger than today. I can feel the ether out in space. I don't know. I forgot the lyrics. Anyway. What's the second verse lyrics? I'm not supposed to stop playing, but I just really couldn't remember them. So maybe it's about time to wrap up. Let me see. Don't believe everything that you hear. They told me the ether wasn't real. Who decides what is turned into fact? Science makes us serve capital class. I don't know if we can make it out before they break it. Tell me I'll be stronger than today. I can feel the ether out in space. Tell me we'll be stronger than today. This distortion's a little weird. It sounds kind of crappy in certain ways, but I just threw something on. And that's the importance of why you should test out your sound. But anyway. That's about all I got. But wait. What about this? Hold on. Let me get this overdrive off. What about this? Sophia, why do you do this to me? Sophia, why can't you let me see? You told me. Okay, I'm not gonna try to play that. That's all I really know. I'm trying to stretch what I can do. Okay. I've got to compress the audio. Try not to get my mouth noises. Okay, so this is stream. This wasn't too bad of a stream. There's some kinks to be ironed out. Total Insanity. Oh, you know what? This is a sneak preview. This is a sneak preview right here. Total Insanity will return. I don't know how much longer I will do Total Insanity, but I at least have an arc. I have a story arc. And check it out. We've got This is exclusive. We've got Skunk Ape in the works. Give the computer a second. It's, yeah. This is slightly lit. This is digital, low polygon Skunk Ape. So it can be my 3D character friend. Anyway, I gotta give him I gotta give him like pupils and stuff. Anyway. Okay. Total Insanity will return. Check out my Mystic Cave files. So, these are the tracks. Anyway, okay. With that, this has been another edition of The Beautiful Stream. Thank you for watching. Do we still have this sequence we can get going here? If I do this, I'll go out with this. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a good, hey, get into that Pisces energy. Intuitive flow. Trust. If things seem unstable, trust in the flow. This all sounds horrible.